Hi athletes, I'm Stacey Vornbrock, the sports performance pioneer with ByeByeBlocks.com, and I want to talk to you today about the challenges, issues, problems that you're facing in your performance and the level that they really happen on. I know that most of you are used to thinking about your problems or your performance issues on a mental level or a mechanical level, but in fact the level that they're happening on is physiological. The things that are happening are literally bypassing your conscious mind, landing in your body, and then you're mentally scrambling to deal with it or to change your mechanics to deal with it. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the physiology of what in fact is happening. So bear with me for a little bit. This is a little bit of a science talk, but it will make sense to you. So when we have an event that happens, let's say it's an error. Let's say you make an error or you make a mistake in your performance. The hypothalamus, which is a tiny little gland in the middle of our brain, releases chemicals that you experience as an emotion. So let's say you make an error, you make a mistake, and you feel really embarrassed about it. It's just glaring and it's embarrassing. So that embarrassment, which is simply a chemical, floods your body, releases from the hypothalamus that floods your body, and it docks onto cell receptors that are made for embarrassment, for that chemical emotion. Now, that embarrassment sits there, and unless it's processed out in a natural, normal way, it will remain there. Eventually, those cell receptors will shrink up and die, the cells will divide, and the body will actually make more embarrassment cell receptors for that chemical and less for nutrients, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. So, you go into your next game, your next event, and that embarrassment is still sitting in your body on the cellular level, bypassed your conscious mind, it just landed in your body, and your performance isn't as good. You're aware of holding back, you're aware of something isn't right, and you don't know what to do about it. So the things that happen literally happen on a physiological level. They bypass our conscious mind, land in our body, and then we try mentally to shift it or mechanically to make that shift. Tapping, the technique, one of the main techniques that I use, a real cutting edge breakthrough technique, tapping on end acupuncture points, just simply using your fingers, your own hands, it's do-it-yourself technique, bypasses your conscious mind, literally speaks directly to your body, and we complete the releasing of those negative emotional chemicals from the cell receptors. We return your body to a state of balance, and as we do that, your mind automatically clears up. Automatically, you stop thinking about that error you made, the embarrassment connected with it, because we've released that embarrassment from the cell receptors. It flushes out into the waste system, and it's gone. And now your performance is back to the level or higher, at a really higher level than before. So that's a little explanation of what happens physiologically to us. And one of the reasons that I'm finding athletes are frustrated with traditional sports psychology. Traditional sports psychology simply deals with the mental level. Absolutely has its merits, there's no doubt about it. But I think we're now in an age where we need some real cutting edge tools to take performance to a whole other level. And this tool is like nothing else I've ever found. You can read more about this at my website, ByeByeBlocks.com. This is Stacey Vornbrock, the sports performance pioneer.